Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. So, Marc Roca has actually joined Bayern Munich. Now, I'm recording this beforehand. But I think at this point it's pretty much done and dusted because he was actually spotted today as I'm making this video. He was actually spotted in Munich, so I was like, okay, let me make this video, and when it happens, when the deal happens, which should happen, either tomorrow or the day after. There's not that many days left, it should happen relatively soon. Then I'll just publish the video. Like, I'll upload it now and then basically publish the video. But like, Marc Roca, alright, a target that we were linked with last. It's kind of funny actually when you think about it. Like, we were linked with Leroy Sané last season, didn't work out. And then we got him this season. We were linked with Marc Roca last season, didn't work out, and now it seems like we're signing him this season. We were linked with Callum Hudson-Odoi last season, didn't work out. Is it gonna happen this time? Ooh, a good question. But Marc Roca. So essentially, what you can expect from him. I might go much more in depth later on, but like what you can basically expect from him is that he is a defensive midfielder. Again, the best comparison I could probably give you is someone like a Busquets or someone like a Xabi Alonso. Someone that gets the ball deep, that stays deep. Essentially, when we are in possession, acts as a fifth centre back, and not fifth centre back, as a third centre back, drops deep, gets the ball, and then tries to find the pass forward. Now, he's had a terrible season, not individually, but as a team. Him individually wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't watch every single game of them, but I watched enough La Liga to really like get a good picture. Obviously, I watched last season. Not I'm gonna say last season. Hey, good. I watched the season before last season. Right, I watched. When we were first linked with him, I then rewatched a lot of games back then. Obviously, then the transfer didn't happen, and this season. Last season, the season that just went, 2019-2020, I watched a bunch of games as well. He didn't look bad. I mean, he is a player that you know what you're gonna get with him. But he's still very young as well. That's the beauty of it. He's, I believe, 23, 24, one of those two ages. I think 23. So he's very, very young. But also, to me, what this signing screams to me is that we might switch away from a 4-2-3-1. Now, I can't be 100% sure. He could work in a 4-2-3-1 very well, but ideally in a 4-2-3-1, you want, you want one midfielder to, sit back a little bit more and have another one that is maybe not necessarily box to box, but is a lot more adventurous. But like with him, he is very central. Like he's very, very central. Left-footed, very, very central. Almost suited really for a 4-3-3. Have two midfielders that really help out on either side, and let him just really focus on the distribution side of things. But who knows? Maybe if we play the 4-2-3-1 again, he's very young, so he's still very malleable. We can still shape him into the way we want him to be. And for the price, 9 million plus 6 million. I mean, that's what is reported. Who knows what the actual price will be once we sign him? But like the reported price was 9 million guaranteed plus 6 million in bonuses. That's a very good price. Like that's a very even if he doesn't work out, we can always sell him for pretty much that exact fee. Like that's just such a great price that it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer. For me, left-footed. Obviously, he's gonna be rotating with Kimmich. I wonder if we might even be able to see Kimmich and him play together. Maybe him play a little bit deeper. Kimmich maybe be a little bit more adventurous. We saw in a game against Dortmund where Kimmich was a lot more adventurous alongside Tolisso. Where Kimmich at one point was at the number 10 role, and then Kimmich dropped back and was more at like the number 8 role, and him and Tolisso then switched. So it was good to see like how that that we just have this flexibility in our squad now. I mean, Kimmich already is very flexible. That much is guaranteed. I'd say out of our midfielders, probably the least flexible would be Marc Roca, because he's essentially what he is. But I think that's okay. I think that is very much okay. Like I don't have an issue with that at all. We have a team that is very, very flexible. We have players that can play in every position. But now what really matters is, improving that team with additions, and with an addition like Marc Roca for that kind of fee, a player that has played against top clubs like Barcelona, like Real Madrid, and has looked very, very good. There, you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong. Of course, he'll need a little bit of time to integrate into the squad, but that's absolutely okay. We have a long season ahead of us. We are playing, honestly, in my opinion, the most ridiculous schedule I've ever seen in October, where we now have our game tomorrow against Hertha Berlin, and then we have 3 international games, and the players such as Lewandowski, the French players as well, and not the German players. The German players are getting off the last day, but you have the French players and Lewandowski who are playing on the 14th of October. And then on the 15th, they're playing for their country on the 14th of October. And on the 15th of October, we have a DFB Pokal game. On the 17th of October, we have a Bundesliga game. And on the 21st of October, we have a Champions League game. To me, that schedule is absolutely ridiculous. 3 games in the span of 3 days. 14th, 15th, 17th. Yeah. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. IMHO, in my honest opinion. But, ladies and gentlemen, Marc Roca, what do you all think, ladies and gentlemen? Are you excited or are you disappointed? You all know my thought. I wanted a midfielder. I didn't care who, as long as they were able to stand up and play 90 minutes. We have that. We have a little bit of quality now as well, I guess. So I am very, very positive. I'm very, very happy. Obviously, everyone's probably watching at this point, the highlights and whatnot, going on YouTube. Marc Roca, welcome to Bayern. All the videos are already pretty much done already. They didn't even take 5 minutes. They're all out right now. But at this point, honestly, if you can find a game or two to actually watch, because in my opinion, always the best way you can, in my opinion, again, the best way you can evaluate a player is look him up against a team that is vastly superior against him, look him up against a team that his team is vastly superior against, and then look him up against a team that they're equal against, and then you compare these 3 performances, and you pretty much have a good picture of how that individual player carries themselves or and how composed they are in these big games. That's usually how I go. That's usually how I do it. But of course, highlights are there on YouTube for a reason. People make these highlights because everyone watches them. So go ahead, watch your highlights, and then tell me what you think about this transfer, whether you are A-okay, whether you're absolutely A-okay with that, or whether you're still on the fence, or whether you're something like me, where it's if you can walk, if you can stand, if you can run, if you're alive, and you're on that pitch, you're good to be. That's kind of my thought. If you can do if you can do all of these things, good. And if you cost 9 million plus 6 million, so 50 million in total if he completes these bonuses. That's me. That right there is me, ladies and gentlemen. But I will be seeing all of you in the next one, whenever the next one is. Obviously, we're still linked with 2 players, a right back and a potential winger. Obviously, the winger that we're linked with is Callum Hudson-Odoi. Again. But hey, we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. I will be seeing all of you in the next one, everybody. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and arrivederci. Bye. Adios, amigo.